Welcome back to chemistry. In this video, we're going to talk about graduated cylinders. A graduated cylinder is a thin tube that's used for measuring the volume of liquids, and it has markings on it. Those are graduations. Please do not use a beaker, which is this, or a flask to measure volumes of liquid. Those markings are approximate and will not be accurate at all. Graduated cylinders are usually marked in some form of milliliters, and we read from the bottom. The surface of the liquid in the cylinder is slightly curved, and this is called the meniscus, and you should read the cylinder from the bottom of the meniscus. You want to keep the graduated cylinder on the lab table and make sure that you're looking at the eye level, or have your face at eye level to read the meniscus. So we're going to read from the bottom, and we're going to record all the markings and then estimate one more. So if we look, we know that we have markings, graduations. The larger ones are in the tens place, and if we look, we are above 30, so we know it is at least 30. Then we look, and each mark in between 30 and 40 represents 1 milliliter. So we're at 2, so we know we have 32. Then we look between those. This happens to be right on the line, so for the tenths place we use a 0. So we have our known markings, the 30 and the 2, and then we've estimated the tenths place. Graduated cylinders have different markings, so make sure you're looking at what you have and just don't assume. So if we look at this graduated cylinder, we have in the tenths we have 80, and then we go up by 1, so we know we're at 88, and here it is halfway between, so we add in the tenths place we have the 5. If we go to our second example, same scale, so we know we're at 90. Each marking represents 1 in the ones place, so we have 92, and the meniscus appears to be directly on the line, so the 0, the tenths place, is a 0. We can do the same thing here. We're at 90, so we know the tenths place is the 9, the 1 place is the 0, and it appears to be exactly on the line, so the estimated value in the tenths is at 0. We have another one here. If we look, we know that it is above 20, and if we count, each one of the markings is a ones place, so we're above 21, and I say that's about 6/10 of the way between, so I would make it 0.6. The estimated value is going to vary depending on how you look at it and from person to person. Please pause the video and try these. If we look at the first one, we know that it in the tens place, okay, it is 10. Each marking, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So each marking is in the ones place, and we know it's at the 6. And then so we're going to estimate in between here, and I would say that is halfway, so I would put it at 0.5 milliliters. Looking at this next one, our known values are in the ones place, so I know it's between 3 and 4, so it's 3. Each marking is a tenth, 6, 7, 8, so I know it is 8, and then I have to, in this case, estimate the hundredths place. It appears to me to be right on the line, so I would include the 0 for the hundredths place. And our third example here, we have our tens place, so we know it is at least 40. Each marking in between is 1, so 41, 42, and 43. And then it looks to me like it is right on the line, so I will say it's 43. My estimated value is 0, and we have to include our estimated value. Please stop the video, try these. If we look, we are in the tens place, and I know that I have 20. Each marking is 1, so I'm at 25. And then I have to estimate, and I think that it's right on the line, so I would estimate 0. Once again, I have my tens place. I know that it is 30, and then 36. The ones place is 6. And it looks like it's about halfway again, so I'm going to mark the estimated as 36.5. The 0.5 is my estimated. Here we have our ones place. I know that I have 5. In the tenths place, 1, 2, 3, 4, so I know it's 4 tenths, and then I'm going to estimate my hundredths, and I'm going to say 7 hundredths. Okay, so our last one, in our tens place, we know we have 1 10, and then each one of these is 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 14, and then this one I'm going to estimate at about 8, because it's pretty close to the 15. So thank you, and be sure to bring your questions to class tomorrow, and I will see you then. Thank you.